Hi gang, and welcome to episode 8 of Blood, Sweat and Pears. It's your proper village vodcast, brought to you by the good folk at the Lamb and Flag. I'm Jim Dale. He's Sam Rhymes. Hi Sam.
Hello mate, how are you?
I'm okay. That was a low key.
Yeah, I know, sorry.
Are you okay, love? You're signalling one shot. Sam is signalling one short. If you're getting this on the podcast version, you've done yourself a course on umpiring, haven't you?
Well, yeah, we've got a few knocking about it, and they make themselves known umpires as well, don't they? Like to let you know they're in the middle.
Yeah, we are one short. If you're not watching the vodcast, then you'll notice it's just us two, and that's because we've got an injury. We've got a man down. We've got one short. So Carl White from Coombs Wood was due to be with us tonight. He's not very well. He's in bed. He's all snuggled up. So it's just us two, I'm afraid, gang.
Yeah. Frustrating, but hopefully he's alright.
I think he'll be okay. He's messaged to say he's alright. He's just a little bit poorly, you wimp. Now, so we're just going to crack on, but Carl, get well soon. Whiteo. Whiteo.
Toughen up, mate.
As always, we'll be covering all things cricket in Worcestershire. So from the elite down to the grassroots, we'll have someone win their height insider, courtesy of our friends at Westerns as well. Any other business, of course, our contractual obligations. You know the drill by this point. We'll be piling into absolutely everything. We like to start at the very top of things. So let's cover Worcestershire then. So firstly, the men have been in action in the T20 Blast. One good one, one bad one. That's the speed version of that story, isn't it?
Do you know what? That's not the first time we've said it this year either. Nope. Inconsistency has been the pitfall of this team, unfortunately. But yeah, they went away to Yorkshire on Friday and came second best.
I mean, they barely came second best. That was a good old-fashioned hammering gang. Tough to watch.
And difficult from the start. Overseas, got injured in the warm-up, and it didn't quite go away. Big partnership from Yorkshire in the middle, and whatever happened. They came second best. That's fine.
Difficult place to come.
Yeah, it
Credit
is.
to the lads.
Yeah, game of two halves. You know how it is. But yeah, and the beauty of the tournament, I guess, is how quickly the games come around. And Sunday they went up to Northants and turned it on. Kashif Ali went absolutely berserk. 88 off 46, and boys ended up winning by 6 wickets in a really good team performance.
Well, it was tricky to watch with the ball on Friday. Sunday, good team performance as well. Everybody contributed. But yeah, Kashif, we know he can hit a clean ball, but there was some sumptuous six hitting, wasn't there?
I love watching him bat. Like, it's, you know, he doesn't hold any like sort of secrets of the way he bats. You talk to him and it's like, yeah, see the ball, I'm going to hit it. Yeah. In the week, he was like, you know, I think I'm going to back my instinct and go after it. And fair play to him, absolutely backed it up. Just rocketed it around for an hour or so.
Beautiful batter to watch.
Yeah.
And it keeps us alive. So there we are. So 4 games to go, 3 of them at home. It's really tight in that table as well. So it's unlikely, but it's definitely possible, isn't it?
I mean, if you look at the teams who've won it in years gone by, they generally pick up momentum as the tournament goes on. Like, that word gets chucked around loads, momentum, but actually, like, Warwickshire did it a few years ago, started winning late. Northants have done the opposite, dropped off. So, hey, look, if there's a time to start winning, it's now, isn't it?
Well, the thing that you've mentioned momentum is that pretty much no one's got it.
No,
I mean, Lancashire at the top end, but everyone in the middle. So this is the thing, is that although we're 7th out of 9, I think, at the moment.
Yeah.
Derby on Thursday night.
Yeah.
Bears at home. 2 very winnable games. Bears bit up and down.
We'll be up for that one, won't we?
Those 2 games are going to be big. Yeah. So it's sold out, the Bears as well. So if you want to come along, you're too late. But there's a game on Sunday, game after that as well. We'll get to that in contractual obligations. Yes. But Rapids are still alive. They're still going, and they're good enough to do it. This is the thing about them, is they've got the game to do it.
Come on, the Rapids.
There we go. We generally did get excited.
Yeah, a bit twitchy.
Yeah, right, okay. Women's Rapids were due to be in action. Yeah. Unfortunately, they fell foul to the weather. They played Northants a squillion times in the women's...
Seem to, every other week they seem to play each other. Yeah,
yeah,
it's crazy. It's like the old firm. It's like Celtic Rangers.
Yeah.
It's like, who's this week? Celtic.
Yeah,
cool.
So desperate to get a win over Northants. Very close last time out. Shame that one put pay to the weather.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think the girls were itching to get out there and get going. Obviously, back of the first win in the competition so far this year. Go to Northants and rain goes. So shame. But they're back again. Another big double header at home on Sunday. Worcestershire. So big chance for them. Hopefully to keep going, and I say that word again, momentum. Big thing. They hopefully girls can return to action in front of a big crowd and get back to winning ways.
Right, let's move on then to the Birmingham League, Samwise.
I was going to say, no clubby action, is there? So
There is no clubby action. And this is the thing, we're 1 short. We are 1 short. But we'll have to get to the BSP curse, by the way, on a technicality, but we'll do that in a little bit. Let's get through the Birmingham League, then we'll deal with the Worcestershire League.
Let's do it, sure. So, Birmingham Prem, Division 1 this week. Barnard's Green, they were left pretty red-faced after being skittled for 95 in a 7-wicket hiding to Barnt Green. Robbie Shermer took a 6-4 before Rapids star Henry Cullen scored 72 in the chase. Himley fell to a 6-wicket defeat, while Hales Owen continued their charge at the top of the table with victory over Shrewsbury. Harborne, they chased down 31 at a canter. They won by 6 wickets. And Nolan Dorridge slipped up in a 2-wicket loss in their game, while Ombersley and Moseley played out a draw. In Prem Div 2, there were draws for both of our feature teams in Div 2. Kidderminster and Stourbridge claimed 17 and 8 points respectively. Kiddie racked up over 300, while Stourbridge ended 184 for 8 in reply to 275 in their draw. So again, runs in those 2 leagues. Again, it seems to be the theme. Nice weather, letting people sort of get in. So yeah, some nice results. Nolan Dorridge slipping up. They've been going pretty well. But yeah, they dropped points at the weekend, so I'm sure they'll be frustrated by that. But yeah, that rounds up the Birmingham Prem.
Nolan Dorridge, is that a team that Collis Brathwaite played for?
Oh, right.
When our boy Ben Hallam.
Brilliant guest, by the way. We've flown on socials this week, thanks to Ben. Always nice when the guest arrives. So yeah, he did the first bit well.
I'd say it's the jibes are coming out early for Carl White. He's poorly. He's poorly. He's some of us aren't. We can't all be as stern and as stoic and as carved out of granite like you, Sam.
We'll keep to cricket references. He's been timed out. It's unlucky. It happens.
He's been timed out.
Yeah, he's been timed out. Yeah. It's not often you see.
We waited as long as we could, Whiteo.
Yeah.
We waited as long as we could, dude. Right. Hopefully we'll get you in the chair soon, though. Get yourself sorted. Right. On to the Worcestershire League. We should probably start with the Premier Division.
Go on then.
Right, so Bromsgrove are back at it, Sam, as is Jaden Levitt, back in the side, back at the top of the order, and back in the runs. 165 not out. His side chased down 343 to beat Aswood Bank by 6 wickets. Former Worcestershire keeper batter Alex Milton refused to get 100 as well. He made 95. Earlier on, Spencer Wyke and Isaac Hudson scored unbeaten centuries for the Bank. So Spencer White back in amongst it.
Yes, I love that bloke.
Run out for Chuffall, having not faced 1 week, 100 the next.
Yeah, can you call it run out? Limped out? He was hobbled out?
Stumbled out.
Stiffed is what he was.
Well, I mean, he was inelegant, wasn't it, at best? But what a player. So a week is a long time in cricket. Spencer White, we see you and we appreciate you. Right, Oes v Stourport was a draw in name only. Siddharth Ajua was the star performer. He made 66 not out in a total of 258 for 6 for Stourport, and then took a fourfer as the hosts were restricted to 183 for 9. Opener Adam Whiffen did make 57. Zach and Joey Porter both made half centuries for Pedmore in a total of 246 for 8 against Ombersley 2s. Dam and Howell took 3fers. Pretty cool names. There were wickets apiece for the Wild Boys as well.
Wild Boys!
You got my reference.
That's good.
Duran.
Wild Boys!
Do you know what? I've been feeling a little bit old on this VOD/podcast.
When it comes to music, yeah, definitely.
Oh, happy days. Yeah. Duran. Lovely stuff. Yeah, the Wild Boys done good. They got wickets apiece as well. Declan Lyons and Yusuf Khalil hit 70 and 58 respectively in a comfortable run chase, as Ombo won by 6 wickets. Right, Stephen Miles took a fourfer and made 37 as Pershaw beat Barnt Green 2s by 5 wickets. Imran Waheed made 69 as the Plums chased down the Greens total of 224. Fergus was on a roll, taking 3 wickets in the chase, but alas, defeat for his side. Right, Redditch first hammered Worcester Nomads by 104 runs. Chowdhury, Gailey and Southwick all hit half centuries for the ditch. Nomads were rolled for 148. Mahmood and Safian both took 3fers. BSP legend Marlon Luckenough and Ahmad Jaffer also amongst the wickets. And Lowly Lie would have felt it was a game that was within reach at the halfway point after posting a respectable 252 against Worcester. Abbas made 72, Shafiq 51, but Deep Rose took an impressive 7 for 93.
Did you get a first name on that?
Didn't get a first name on Deep Rose.
Deep Rose. Which club was it for?
It was Worcester.
It's not. Is it? I think that might be one of our colleagues' brothers.
Okay.
I think so. James works with the women's team. His brother, who's obviously a far superior cricketer. I've seen some of James's scores this year, so I presume it's not him.
Hey, look, they might be family ties.
Figures.
Fair enough. Yeah, 7 wickets for 93. It was a bit expensive though. It was on 15 overs, so went it over 6s.
Yeah.
But I'll take the wickets all day long. Right, in reply, Patel made 120, and it was a good day for Goodman, who made 81 not out. A 7-wicket win for Worcester. Right, this is the bit where I've got to try and figure out whether I remember to put the tables up. I did! This is good news. We can have a look at the...
Consummate professional.
Well, it was lucky more than anything. It was luck rather than judgment. Stourport on top of the rest. 9 wins, 224 points. Then comes Bromsgrove. 9 wins, 211 points. And Worcester have also broken the 200 barrier. 8 wins, 206 points. At the wrong end of things, well, as expected, lies still cut adrift. 1 win, 79 points. Then it gets a little bit tighter. Nomads, 114 points. OEs, 116 points. Then up to Barnt Green, 4 wins, 128 points.
Who was it you referred to as the Plums in there?
Pershaw.
Is that their genuine nickname?
I don't know if that's their nickname, but the football club are known as the Plums, and they're famous for plums as well.
I didn't know if your theme sort of trying to give everyone and everything a nickname at some point.
I am determined.
If sticks, it sticks.
This is true. I am determined to give everybody and everything a nickname. Yeah. The Worcester Jack Grealish.
Which has I've got way more substance than that bloke.
No, he's all right, Jack Grealish. He's okay. You look just like him. Now,
who's watching?
I'm sure he's got better things to do.
Oh.
Maybe he hasn't. It's off season, isn't it?
True.
But I mean, it could be. They could be the Plums. I was pleased with the Plums and the Greens because there's colours in there.
The way your record's going, it might well stick anyway. But they're playing some good cricket by the sounds of it, so
yeah,
keep pushing. Division 1?
Yeah, let's do it.
Division 1, Barnard's Green had Charlie Taylor to thank. His 5 for 21 helped reduce Hales Owen to 174 all out before James Styles' 53 not out saw his side to a 6-wicket win. Bewdley and Colwell shared the spoils as 184 all out played 179 for 6 in the end. Jack Mills helping himself to a fifer in the first innings in that one. Bartestry and Lugwardine, they overcame lowly Bromyard, chasing down 128 with relative comfort. Shout to Bartestry bowlers Marcus Ashcroft and Ryan Trattle for sharing 9 wickets between them. Good bowling, lads. Brockhampton did the job over BTW. Friend of the show, Bullo, scored 33 at the top of the order, supported by a cultured 83 in the middle from Tom Skerritt that saw Brockhampton romp to a 129-run victory. A very long day for Thomas Higgs of Hagley, 11-ball duck. Thomas, mind how you go, mate. His lot drew a draw at Which Spa, collecting collateral as per. But highlight of the day was Himley's game against Netherton, where Himley defended 194 to win by 4 runs. His name is everywhere in Light to the Minute. Ashish. Oh! He's back. This week, jibbing a hat-trick in the first innings. 2 wickets and 2 balls, and the big man couldn't quite hold it together. But it was Matt Jevons and Sam Cookson who took 4 poles apiece to ensure their side came away with a narrow but famous victory. 4 runs, love it.
That's, I mean, defending that and going right to the... We're going to see more of this gang, by the way. We're not done with the tight finishes, but I love a bit of that. Yeah. Bowlers coming up, trumps.
But yeah, continuing, I know you mentioned a couple of names. Luckanath back in the Jaffa again. Ashish. You know, these boys are doing well week on week, aren't they?
We're gonna hear more from I say friends of the show. We don't know. They may hate us. We don't know.
Well, we haven't got any friends this week, so we don't know, do we?
It's a tough gig. No one wants a piece of this. It's okay. We're going to have to be brave little soldiers. Right. We probably should do the league table.
Tell me how it looks.
Right, okay. Brockhampton still top of the pile. 207 points for them. 8 wins. Then Bewdley, 8 wins, but 189 points. Colwell first in 3rd place, 168. It's pretty tight in the middle of the table there at the wrong end of things. Bromyard first, still without a win, 48 points. Then it's a bit of a jump up to Hagley. 4 wins, 129. Droitwich Bar, 5 wins, 133. Himley, 138 points in 9th position. Right. Div 2. And we would normally start with our guest side, but Whiteo isn't with us, which is a shame. But the frustrating thing is, gang, you probably know if you're a regular listener/viewer of the Blood, Sweat and Pears curse.
I know.
If you turn up as a guest on our show, it means you've lost. Except Waito hasn't turned up, and his side won.
Maybe that's intentional.
Maybe he's part of the curse.
Maybe.
His team won before he came on the show,
And he thought.
and so he had to lose. He's now ill.
Yeah.
Something's going on. I don't know. So can we technically say after 8 weeks and 8 episodes, has the BSP curse been lifted with Coombswood winning, even though Waito isn't here?
I'm not convinced.
You're not convinced? Okay.
I'm not convinced, no.
Okay.
No, I think.
Well, we got it. Producer Paddy is shaking his head. He said, if he's not here, it doesn't count. Okay.
Exactly.
The curse remains. Very well. Anyway, we're
Yeah.
going to start with Coombswood anyway. The first, they were victorious at the weekend against Rushwick Twos. 110 run win. They made 231 for 6 from their 50, and they were 89 for 6 at one point.
Oh, wow.
But our boy Kamani Sexius, 105 not out. Mosley, 48 not out. And Rushwick made just 121 in reply. Only Yendel with a score of any note. He made 39. There were 3-fers for Patchett, and there was a 3-fer for Waito as well.
I refuse to celebrate that. Well back, Kamani Sexy. Well back.
Right, in a mirror of what happened in the Premier Division, Bromsgrove 2s beat Aswood Bank 2s, this time by 3 wickets. Alistair Hickman made 107. Logan Ingram took a 4 for Bromsgrove. Barney Gilgrass was again impressive with the ball. She was with the Rapids, that 5 for last weekend.
She's found her lengths, hasn't she? She's really
4 for
ticking.
47 for the Bank at the weekend, so girl done good. Right, Weeks and Hill scored half centuries while our boy Seb Suckup, and Dominic Fenny took 3-fers as Breeden First got a winning draw against Old Swinford First. Hear a lot about Seb Suckup, don't we? Maybe we need to get him on the pod.
We need to find out if it's Suckup or Suckup as well.
I'm pretty sure Spud said Suckup, I think.
Oh, did he? Okay, well,
I think
his word is gospel.
pretty much. If Spud says it, it's true.
First guest, wasn't he?
We see you, Spud. We appreciate you. Right, all results were possible as Chadley Corbett versus Kiddie went to the final over. Kidderminster needed 7 to win with 3 wickets remaining. Bayliss took a wicket with the first, followed by 2 dot balls. He then restricted batters to just 4 runs in the end. Match drawn.
What an over. Some kahunas.
Yeah,
on the man.
3 runs separating the sides. High drama, but a draw nonetheless. Light 2s were bundled out for just 113 by Bell Broughton. Stuart Alston taking 4 for 13. Imran Khan, not that one, took 3 wickets to restrict the visitors to 43 for 4 in reply. But Alston's 44 not out guided his side home by 6 wickets. Well played, Strew. You've had yourself a day, mate.
Yeah.
And table toppers Netherton 2s were dominated by Alvechurch and Hopwood, but they held on for a draw. Jack White, not that one, made an unbeaten 71 with a bat and took 2 wickets for the visitors. Lee D'Souza refused to get a century, though. He was out for 98. Lee, come on. Come on, Lee.
D'Souza. Nice name as well. Another one.
Nice name.
Another one.
Refused to get 100. Another one!
You
Right.
get my reference now.
I tell you what, now we're singing. Oh, what a partnership. What a partnership.
What's the table look like?
That's a very good question.
Sorry, before you catch your breath for a moment.
And I had to, didn't I?
Sorry, yeah. No.
I was out of breath.
Whenever you're ready, Eldest Division 2, look.
Thanks for waiting.
That's alright.
I was too busy impersonating a middle-aged woman from Bristol.
No, look, we've all waited for a bit of time this evening, haven't we, Carl?
Oh, shots fired. Right, Netherton 2s still lead the way. 9 wins, 210 points. Bit of a drop-off down to Coombswood. 7 wins, 187 points, but in good form, the Wood. They're looking good. They're 2 points clear of Bell Broughton. They were second, weren't they, beforehand? 185 points then. Just 5 wins from their 7 games, though. At the wrong end of things, Chadley Corbett, 102 points. They have broken the 100-point barrier, though, which is good. Aswood Bank, wrong side of the dotted line, 115 points. Then it's Kidderminster on 117. Old Swinford on 124.
Very nice, Chadley Corbett. I like the name Chadley Corbett. It's nice. I don't know if it's the way you say it or just I quite like the name of it.
Sounds a bit like a West Indian fast bowler.
There's a game I once played with a few friends from back home. We say, is it the name of a West Indian cricketer or an English village? Chaddersley Corbett could be either.
Could be.
It is in this case, but yeah, I like it. Div 3, slightly less exciting than the game I've just suggested, but a lot of interesting scores. A good day for Enville and Stourport at the top of the table. Tricky one for Droitwich at the bottom. We'll start in Staffordshire though, where Enville beat Avencroft by 7 wickets. T Downing taking 3 wickets and scoring 87 runs in the process. A very good day out for Mr Downing. Second in the table, OE's 2s clung on for a draw at Feckenham. And Mahmood got a 50 and a fifer for Feckenham, while all-rounder Mirza made 126 in a total of 356. OE's limped to 288 for 7 in response.
Oh, getting 288 and getting well shy. I mean, like clinging on for a draw.
Yeah,
that's something, isn't it? 356, well batted.
Isn't it? It's these losing draws again coming into play. It meant that Stourport closed the gap in 3rd spot. They squeezed past Himbleton by just 1 wicket with 2 balls to spare.
Yes.
A real tight one. John Critchlow scored 110 and Alex Pretty 79. They put on 169 for the 4th wicket as Himbleton made 268 first up. In reply, Stourport collapsed from 240 for 3 and they lost 5 for 23 here. They were 263 for 9. Charlie Lawton taking 5 wickets, but number 10 Matthew Dello hit the single needed in the last over to get his side home.
Last wicket partnership, tail ender getting the runs to win the game, injected
Whip
into my veins.
Whip it up. I've got written down here, Jim has some mad stats about Lawton's last spell.
Oh yes, so here's the thing.
Do you have them?
When I saw, look, I'm all in on this sort of like last wicket partnership stuff, and I just like, how did it go down? Because that's nervy as chuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
240 for 3 to 263 for 9,
at least 5
and
for
your
20.
10 and 11 are just bricking it. So I just thought, well, how did this go? How did this go so terribly wrong? So Charlie Lawton took a 5-fer. I've done a bit of digging, Lawto. Let's check it out. So he bowled the 42nd, 44th, 46th, 48th, and 50th over. And here's how they went. Yeah, we're going this deep, and I'm okay with it. Right, the 42nd over, 1 run conceded. 44th over, 4 runs, 1 wicket. 46th over, double wicket maiden. 48th over, wicket maiden.
What?
Oh yeah, like Lawto was doing all of the heavy lifting,
Ice
dude.
from Lawto.
The last over, he came in scores level. He bowled 3 dot balls and then the single from Matt Dello, you legend Dello, and it was game over. But he bowled 4.4 overs, 4 wickets, 5 runs to make that a game.
He's got that absolutely on string, hasn't he?
And you could just feel the tension ratchet up, because sometimes even not the best balls, when you're a batter and you're bricking it and you know that you're close.
Because they can shoot down to 3rd man, you nick one through, scramble a single, like good fielding as well. Imagine backing up the bowler there as
Nervy
well.
running.
Yeah, I love it. It's got everything you want, isn't it?
Oh, the tension in that game must have been unreal. So, look, Charlie Lawton, what a sterling effort.
Well
Look, there was
bowled.
good.
Very well bowled, great nerve.
But after like double wicket maiden followed by a wicket maiden as well to really ratchet that. Unbelievable scenes.
Saw back, I reckon, Lawto carrying the boys there. But yeah, well bowled. That's exceptional.
But you know, Stourport got the job done.
Oh yeah, true. They're losing cause. Frustrating that, I bet. I'd be terrible. What would you be like in a sort of a nervy death bowling scenario? Back your skills or?
Well, I've done it for the I've done it for the Worcestershire LGBTQ plus team against Warwickshire last year.
Really?
Yeah, a mate of mine. He captained the side.
Right. Yeah.
So I bowled the last over, looking to defend. I had to defend. What was it? I think I had to defend 18, but the last ball, it was like an invitational thing. The last ball counted double if you hit it for 6.
Oh my god.
So I think I went for 4 runs in the last wicket. Last delivery, I bowled the guy.
Oh,
I top scored with a bat as well, by the way.
Clutch. Jim Singh, absolutely clutch.
Oh, mate, there's video footage of it as well. I might show you later.
Oh, get that on the pod. That's brilliant.
Yeah, true story. We did that at Sutton Coldfield Cricket Club last year.
I love it how you remember everything about it as well. I'd be exactly the same.
Well, I top score with the bat, winning over with the ball against Warwickshire to win the game. It's not getting any better than that.
True.
I watch that video most days.
Against those pesky bears as well.
Yeah, it was to be honest, it was easy. They were rubbish.
You
Bears.
Oh, wicked. Back to Div 3, where Martley racked up 329 for 6 in their 50 overs. Denham made 127 in the process, but centuries from Khan and Mushtaq saw Five Ways Old Edwardians home with a 4-wicket win. Another century, this time Max Foster reaching 3 figures for Brockhampton. They amassed 334 for 6 against Droitwich Spa. Extras, second top scorer with 60. Bowlers, get your line sorted out there. Busy day for the scorers.
That's not good to look
throwing
at.
that hat down. Come on, lads. Droitwich got absolutely nowhere near a reply, so the end of the world. Worcester Nomads 2s, they were beaten by Cookley by 10 wickets. Suggests there's some pretty gaudy numbers in that one. But fortunately for the Cookley lads, the scorecard's not online, so we didn't need to go any further than that. You got humped. It happens. Crack on. Let's move on to next week. No stress.
Okay, well, let's do the table then, mate. Before we do that, I want to give everyone a nickname. Five Ways Old Edwardians. Can they just be FWO?
No, we can do better. I think we can do better.
Okay.
I like the one earlier.
Okay,
I
mate.
like your one earlier, but we'll work on 5 Ways.
Got overly confident, didn't I? Just pop me back in my box there, Samwise.
That spell you were talking about as well.
Oh, babes. Right, okay, right. Div 3. Let's have a look, shall we? Enville, top of the pack. Of course they are. They are a runaway train at the top of the table. 11 wins, 248 points. Then it gets rather saucy. OE's 2s, they're in second place with 177. Stourport 2s, 174. Himbleton, 173. Brockhampton, 168. 9 points separate 4 teams. It's going to get tasty come the end of the season. The wrong end of things, well, it's not looking pretty for Droitwich. Difficult day in the field for them. As Sam pointed out, no wins yet this season, 70 points. Worcester Nomads, just the 1 win, 99 points, but they're not out of it because Feckenham, they have 2 wins to their name, but they only have 105 points to their name as well. So difficult for Droitwich Spa. It's going to be tight, though, for that last spot when it comes to a bit of a relegation scrap.
It's coming, it's sort of amalgamating, isn't it? We keep saying each week it takes shape a bit more, but like you just got to keep scrapping those points and losing causes, losing draws, all coming together.
We're going to see a couple of teams that just spark under pressure and put a couple of wins together.
I really want
back-to-back wins, and you just rocket up the league.
I want to see like a Phil Brown with Hull, like 2008-9, that great escape. Last day when they're waiting on the side of the pitch to find out are they up, are they down, and they stayed up. I wonder if we're getting that sort of.
The only
drama.
thing I mainly remember is when Phil Brown did that. They gave them a rollicking, didn't they, on the pitch at half time. He got his flip chart out. It was so David Brent, unbelievable. And then Jimmy Bullard mimicked it. Bullo,
the other Bullo,
when he scored for Hull. Game after he did the celebration. There we are. Phil Brown, formerly of Kitty Harriers, has been. Let go.
Link, there we are. Good journalist, good angle.
Bringing it back in. Well, let's bring it back into cricket. Div 4, right, game of the day. Malvern hosting top of the table Harborne. The host collapsed from 80 for 1 to 134 all out. Hussain took a 4-fer. Solwa took 3 wickets for Harborne, but Macmillan, Atkins, Harding ripped through the top 6, leaving the visitors 24 for 6 and in all kinds of trouble in reply. So Hussain and Sawa looked like they were going to be heroes with bat and ball as well, steadying the ship, getting their side close. By the time both were dismissed, Harborne were 120 for 8 with plenty of time to spare. Tamid, batting at number 10, made an astonishing 85 ball 24. 85 ball 24 to drag his side to the very cusp of victory. But Church was once again Malvern's saviour, bowling the tail ender and winning the game for his side by just 1 run.
They jump out you on the scorecard, don't they? The knees knocking from the number 10, just hanging around.
I mean, he just did everything he could. I feel for you, Tamid. We feel for you, dude. That's, the grit and determination.
Sorry, unlucky, mate.
Just for Churchy to come up good again and bowl him. Took his poles. 1 run. Goodness me. I will mention actually that it was made possible. Macmillan took 5 for 17 from his 10 overs. Atkins Harding's 3 for 26 from his 6. And actually, a lad called Hale bowled 10 overs, 0 for 14 in that. Probably mainly it to me, to be honest, because he took forever.
Handkerchief down on a length and just hunker down for the day.
High pressure, high tension, low score. I'm so into it. Right. Russell Andrews and Jake Smith put on 110 for the 6th wicket as Hagley asked Worcester twos to chase 248. Zain Hussain took a fourfer. Worcester cruised home thanks to 50s from Williamson, Owens and Doyle. There's another solicitors company for you. Tom Granger made 50 and Dougie Roberts took a threefer as Claverley beat Old Vigornians by 40 runs. Ed Kemp made 121 in a total of 234, so more than half. That was for Tenbury Wells first against West Malvern. Jack Morgan and Tom Gloucester then both took threefers for Tenbury in a 75-run win. Steve Randall made 50, and everyone's favourite Tromans, Charlie Tromans, took 4 wickets as Romsley and Huntington beat Pershore twos by 29 runs. Ravjot Singh took a fourfer for Pershore in that one, and Redditch twos beat Old Hill twos by 3 wickets. And what does that mean for the Division 4 table? I'm going to tell you. Just calm down. Just wait. Give me a chance.
Oh, hang on. That's all right.
No,
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, mate. I was trying to bring a little bit of urgency and drama to proceedings, and you're just picking your nails. That's okay.
That sounds
you
terrible.
got cash. You stay cash. Right, Redditch, top of the pile. 9 wins, 206 points. Then Harborne, 8 wins, 183, and it gets tight from there on in. Worcester twos, 181. Malvern, 179. So it feels like a 4-way dance for one promotion spot there. At the other end, Hagley, bottom of the pile, 4 wins though, 107 points. Only 107 points for 4 wins. It means they're either winning or they're getting absolutely battered, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Tenbury Wells, 4 wins, 114. West Malvern, only 3 wins, but 116. Then Old Vigornians, 123. Claverley, 123. So still really tight down the bottom as well. Div 4, they're all clustered together, really. Apart from Redditch at the top of the pack.
You've got a mix of first and seconds in that league, haven't you, as well?
Yeah.
Which probably means week on week you won't see the same faces in the same side. So, 1 week if a team travels away I can only play at home, well, the twos get loaded up, and, if you're someone at the bottom like Hagley, have you had a bad week, you just turn up against a good side. You don't know. It's
Do you know what?
Permutations of things.
This
like
goes
that.
against everything I believe in, and I'm going to break character, gang, but this is going to happen. Sam, that was a really good piece of analysis.
Thank you so much. I've got it in me.
Oh.
I've got a Carragher in me if I need to do it.
Sammy, it's alright though, Sammy.
Pause it there. Yeah. So, that's Division 4, and Division 5 is just as tight and competitive. Nicky Harding, he made 167 as Barnt Green threes. Scored 374 first up against Bromyard twos. Riley, Uddy and Shepherd then took 3 wickets apiece as Bromyard fell well short. Shout out to Sultan Mahmood though. His 65 not out and 2 wickets in a losing cause. Keep fighting, lads.
Keep fighting,
Good
Bromyard.
things are coming, I promise. It's been a tough year for Bromyard so far. Freddie Robinson took a fifer and Alex Robinson scored a ton, but it didn't stop Asford Bank threes from being beaten by 93 runs. 50s from Pedmore's Skelding, Porter and Smith meant a total of 343 was never in danger of being surpassed.
Well, the Robinson boys are doing their bit, aren't they?
They are.
No one else did.
Another lawyer firm, Skelding, Porter and Smith. Halesoe in threes, they skittled Harvington for 101 on their way to an 8-wicket victory. Greg Siddell taking 5 for 31, raising the ball again. Well bowled, Greg. A watchful 200 ball 73. 200 ball 73.
Well, watchful. Unwatchable.
Reading that out loud, to be honest with you. Ishtiaq Hussain is the man behind that, as Cutnell Green set Coombs Wood twos a target at 254 to win. The Wood never got close. They were bowled out for 190 in that. Taylor Cranage took 4 wickets with the ball for Coombs Wood. I'm going to ignore the next bit of text that says bring Carlo and that because, well, no, say more on that. Simon Cater was again in the runs as he and Cooper Hebbard hit rapid fire centuries in Eastnor's Mammoth. 369, a lot of scores over 350s in there. 369.
A lot of tons as well.
Yeah, people going big, aren't they? They're converging from those jibs in the 90s. People starting to convert.
It's because they don't want to get called out by us.
Well, they're getting pair pressured, aren't they? That's why. Harborne 2's pushed hard but couldn't keep up with the rate, managing 292 for 9 from their 45 overs. And finally, a Shah fourfer and 50s from Patel and Hingley saw Stourbridge 2's victorious against Bewdley 2's in another chaotic week in Division 5.
It's all happening. Div 5. Div 5, I think it might be the league to be in, mate. I'm into this.
Four shaping up well, especially what we've just seen. But
It's going to be that 4's going to be tight. There's like 3 groups that are bunched nicely together.
Yeah.
Right, okay, Cutnall Green lead the way, 9 wins, 213 points. Halesoe in 3s, 9 wins, 208 points. Then it's Eastner after that. Fantastic batting performance, 8 wins, 188. Then Stourbridge 2s, 8 wins, 181. Pedmore, 179. They are all in the hunt. The wrong end of things, as you'd expect, Bromyard, they've got a couple of wins this season. They have broken the 100 point barrier as well, and they are not out of things despite propping up the rest. 101 points for Bromyard, Bewdley 106, and Barnt Green, all the Bs, 114. You feel like with Ashwood Bank 5 wins, Coombs would have drawn plenty, Harrington. You don't feel like they might not get sucked into a bit of a battle, but those bottom 3...
Spud won't be happy though, will he? Down in 9th?
No, it's not. We've got a 25 point buffer, but the thing is they win games of cricket. They've won 5 out of their 12. That's the thing for me.
They know how to win this lot. Spud at the helm, they know how to win.
Yeah.
That's important. That's what you need down that end of the table.
I tell you what, he's turning into a proper statistician / pundit. I like it.
Cliche central.
Oh, mate, no.
Cliche.
I tell you, we're going for obscure football references this week, aren't we,
I don't
mate?
know where they're coming from.
It's probably because I called you the Worcester Jack Grealish. That's where it's come from. But that's okay. So there we are. That's how we're looking in Division 5. And what happens after Div 5? It's Div 6, isn't it?
Not just a pretty face.
Well, you're not even a pretty face.
More
right.
I'd be podcast over podcasting.
Yeah, this is a scientific fact. There's nothing we can do about that. Right, Div 6, a mix of regulation wins and proper drubbings. So let's start with some proper drubbings. There were 50s for Wrigley, Richardson and Dunn, and a 5 for Chris Mackenzie as Bell Broughton 2s hammered Kiddie 3s. J. Carr and B. Twig took 4fers. Walder made 84 with the bat as Alverley battered Bromsgrove 3s by 8 wickets. Let's see. Stourport 3s got a much-needed win, beating Berghill, Tillington and Weebly 2s by 70 runs. Ben Brigdale carried his bat with 105 not out. BTW couldn't get close to a target of 283 despite 50s from Arshad Butt and Ranjit William. 61 runs was the winning margin for Rushwick 2s against Himley 3s. Casey made 100. Tolly took a 4-fer in that one. Another team at the top were toppled this week though. Colwell 2s were turned over by Cookhill. 4 wickets the margin. Zach Smith took 4 wickets and got 28 with the bat in a low-scoring game. And finally, OE's 3s hammered Hanley Castle and Upton by 94 runs. A lot of one-sided stuff going on there.
You're right. Runs and wickets as well. Teams batting first, teams chasing. Big whoppings happening, isn't there?
Yeah. But, look, it's busy at the top of Div 6. Everyone can beat everyone, apart from Kiddie thirds, but we'll get to them in a minute. They're clearly rubbish, but that's by the by. Yeah, no, I went hard at Kiddie, didn't I? I went hard at Kiddie. I'm sorry.
We do love the community game. We're trying to grow and promote grassroots sport, and here we are just hammering teams at the bottom of Div 6.
It was deeply out of character for me.
There's 3 leagues below them. They're not the worst in the bunch. So
look, at least my boss at work doesn't play for Kidderminster Cricket Club. Damn. Anyway, that might be me out of a job.
And if it is, so be it. That's you and Carl in 1 week.
Right, okay, top of the pack. Colwell still lead the way. 10 wins from their 12 games, 210 points. But the gap is tightening. Alverley, 9 wins, 201 points. OE's 3s, 198. BTW, 188. Himley and Rushwick both on 181. All still, well, only really a one win.
Yeah, changed the whole thing.
Yeah. At the wrong end of things, I did bury Kiddie there, but they have no wins and 61 points to their name. They're not out of reach.
Justified then.
They're not out of reach, right? Bromsgrove, 91 points, is up to Stourbridge 3s. Those 3 have been bottom of the pack. All season, 109 points for Stourbridge. Hanley Castle and Upton have been... they've been whipping boys as well, actually. 2 wins, 117 points. So those 4 have been the bottom 4 and have looked like it. But, 1 win might bring 2, and then all of a sudden the world feels different. Anyway, I'm desperately trying to dig myself out of a hole almost as deep as Kidderminster 3s are in, and failing, but there we are.
Double down on it, why not?
Well, who wants to live forever anyway? Right. A little bit of any other business.
There's a bit this week, isn't there?
There is a bit this week. We've delved a little bit deeper into the divisions below Div 6. As always, we'd love to hear from you. Tell us about your club. Tell us what's going on. Sam is doing the big hand gesture there. I like it. Come on in. Come on in. The water's warm. All right? So, if you want to get in touch with us, by the way, here we go. I've always set myself up for this. Come on, Jim, you can do it.
Here you go, come on.
Tell us about your club. Tell us what's going on. Tell us about the youngsters that are coming through. Tell us about the fifers and the hundreds. Tell us about the terrible 73 ball ducks. Don't tell us about the 200 ball 70 or whatever it was.
Oh, yeah, mental.
And that was unbelievable. I've had relationships shorter than that innings. That's unbelievable. But anyway, contact us. The address you need to contact us at is media@wccc.co.uk. That's media@wccc.co.uk.
Not once, but twice.
I know, mate. Right, Ben Evans took a hat-trick for Alvechurch and Hotwood 2s against Romsey and Huntington 2s, then scored 61 opening the batting with partner Finley King, who scored 103. Well played.
Very well played.
On both threes, they need a little bit of help. They fielded just 8 players in their loss to Hallow Taverners firsts.
Did they really?
Yeah, but here's the thing. This is why this gets a mention. If you are one of the 8, you are a legend.
Yeah.
Stand up and fight.
Yeah.
That's what you do. You don't call it off. You don't go, oh, you think, well, if someone else just decides they don't fancy it.
Oh,
you
I know
turn up.
someone like that.
Turn up. One shot from Sam. I love it. Yeah, turn up, and if you take a beating, you take a beating. Just take the beating.
Skipper's nightmare. Saturday morning, phone call in. Look, mate, she's running a tight ship. I'm not going to be able to make it out. Oh, please, mate, I'm desperate. Like, I need you. I've only got 8. Turning up. What
I haven't got a keeper.
Split the field. I'm bowling. I'm running around. I'm catching it. Yeah. Oh, I feel for the skipper.
Yeah, tough. But they
stuck at it. That's the main thing.
They turned up.
Yeah.
They got beat against Hallow Taverners, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We respect that. We see you, and we appreciate you.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Right, here comes some absolutely disgraceful digits. Okay.
Let's hear it.
How about a quadruple wicket maiden, Samwise? How about a hat-trick within that quadruple wicket maiden?
Who's done that?
I'll tell you in just a moment.
Okay.
I've got to take a run up at this, gang, because I'll be honest with you,
hands.
there's some strong Southeast Asian vibes here, so I don't want to upset anyone by getting this wrong.
Okay.
Plays for Ledbury 2s, 46-run victory over Bartestree and Lugwardine. Jayashikara Acharya, I think, Acharya.
Oh my god.
It's hard going. I hope I've got that right. Apologies if I haven't.
No. Remarkable, either way, the name and the numbers, frankly.
Jayashikara Acharya, I think is the name, but a quadruple wicket maiden, I've not experienced one of those. I've not seen one. The closest I've ever seen it, I've seen it in the pro game on the telly. Sean Pollock did it. He took 4 wickets in 4 balls for Warwickshire.
When was that?
That would have been 90. I want to say 98, something like that.
Wow. Well, he's getting compared to Sean Pollock, so it's not a bad day for.
Don't even try it, dude. I feel like I'm in control of my craft here. I feel like we've made a friend here. Let's not unmake it.
I was going Jayashikara. What a
Jayashikara, yeah.
Jayashikara.
So there we go. There's a bit of AOB. As always, give us a
4
shout.
of them.
Get involved. This is your show too. Media@wccc.co.uk. Get in touch. All will be cool. I know, 3 from 3.
That's
I just,
3.
you know what?
You have your own quadruple wicket maiden if you're not careful.
Oh, babes, I might go for one more before this is out.
The batter, aren't you, with the media CCCs?
It's not the best day of my life, but it's in the top 3.
Yep.
Right, okay, we've got the small matter of Mr. or Mrs. Brightsider, Samwise.
Couple of contenders, as per.
Well, there's a lad, J-Twig, B-Twig's brother, who didn't have anywhere near as good a day as B-Twig. But I'm not going to go into that. I don't even want to. I'm not even going to embarrass him. Because I feel like if you take...
Now you've mentioned it.
I know. That was part of the vibe. I thought, I'll mention how I'm not going to mention it, you see.
Okay.
See what I've done there?
Do you want me to probe or not?
No, babes. You've pulled back the curtain and you've shown what's possible. But there's one chap that I think... I don't even want to bother trying to workshop Mr. Brightsider. I think if you've taken a fiver...
Yeah.
And if you've taken 4 wickets for 5 runs in almost 5 overs at the end of a game to almost snatch a victory from the jaws of impending doom and defeat.
Yeah, and we give a lot out for teams that have struggled or players that have had bad weeks. Like, let's reward some proper bloody cricket.
Rather than shaming dreadful performances. But dressing it up like we're being nice.
Yeah.
Why don't we champion Charlie Lawton for his fifer and that absolutely ridiculous in that mini 3 over spell?
Yeah.
He bowled a wicket, 4 runs.
Yeah.
a double wicket maiden, and then a wicket maiden is unreal.
But let's make it clear that that is as good as it will ever get for you, Charlie. Don't ever again.
Retire.
The only way is down. We will keep an eye on his figures next week and see how he goes.
He's going around the park.
In the meantime,
if we've learned anything, so and so got a massive 100. They must be incredible. Yeah. Next week they got out,
No.
And they got a parking ticket in the, after the game. They got a speeding ticket on the way home.
Yeah.
And they got food poisoning from the pasty they got at the service station.
Charlie,
that's a sort of
well bowled, really well bowled, quality.
Well done, Charlie.
Yeah.
Well played, mate. So get in touch. You know how to do that because I've mentioned it 73 times. But I'm going to go one more. media@wccc.co.uk, and you have won yourself, courtesy of our good friends at Weston's, Your Height Insider. Well played.
Get in touch as well. We've had a lot that haven't been given away yet. We're giving them away, but people aren't redeeming.
There are a few people that haven't claimed their cases of cider, and here's the gig. I reckon you've got about 6 weeks on this, and if after 6 weeks you haven't claimed your cider or your mates haven't told you to, then you're all culpable, and we're going to stack those cases of cider up, and we're going to have a really good Christmas party. And
that's what we're going to do.
All right, Barney Gumball.
That's what we're going to do. No idea. That is, again, you've out-generation me with...
The Simpsons?
Never watched The Simpsons.
You've never watched The Simpsons?
Never watched The Simpsons. No. I don't want to go off topic again.
No, it's okay. I mean, look. Fortunately, we're drawing things to a close here.
He's pulling faces as well.
I know, Paddy the Baddie. Paddy, have you seen The Simpsons?
He's quite judgmental, though.
Yeah, he's.
Well done, Paddy. Well done.
He's got a look on his face as if to say that you're a complete charlatan.
Yeah, he would say that anyway in nice polite terms. He's rude.
Paddy's a lovely young man. Right, contractual obligations. This is the bit where we have to sell you stuff. This is how it works. As you know, we're recording this at a secret location at Visit Worcestershire New Road. You can probably hear the cathedral bells in the background.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
That is the longest either myself or Sam have ever stopped talking. Didn't last long, but you got 3 seconds of us not speaking, which is incredible. Right, so T20 Blast is right in amongst it. So we're coming to the conclusion of things.
Right.
4 games to go, 3 of them at home. Don't bother turning up for the Bears if you haven't got a ticket. Sold out, mate. Sold out. It's all gone. Can't get in.
Too late.
Can't come in, mate. Sold out.
Bears v Bears.
But there is a home game, the double header, the women in action and the men in action against Leicestershire on Sunday, and then Nottinghamshire Outlaws the following Thursday. That's the 17th. There are tickets still available. Not a huge amount, but there's enough if you want to get general admittance. There's some hospitality tickets as well. So get in on that because it's promising to be an exciting end to the T20 Blast season.
Isn't it?
Before we get into Metrobank Fever.
Metrobank Fever, yes.
We won't get into that just yet. That's for August.
No.
Whiteo, get your act together.
Carl's
get yourself in line.
That's the problem.
Because, my friend, we know that Coombswood, there's an awful lot going on in terms of the youth programme. We know what's going on with you guys. A quality cricket club.
Yes.
And there will be some tickets for Metrobank Fever one day come for you. We'll sort you guys out. Whiteo, get yourself well. Get yourself in that chair when you're sorted.
Come on, Whiteo.
We've decided that the curse has not been lifted because of your absenteeism. So,
on you. Get in.
So get in there. So we can't do the cat presentation just yet. We'll have to put that on hold. But that, I think, concludes proceedings for another episode of BSP, brought to you by the gorgeous folk at the Lamb and Flag pub in Worcester.
They're great, aren't they?
They're all...
8 already, by the way. 8 episodes.
I know.
How quickly is that
just rattles along, doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
Oh, babes. Yeah, the backdrop to your summer and your cricketing adventures. Blood, Sweat and Pears.
Yeah,
That's
nice.
a tagline. I'll write that down. I'll make it right. Between now and next week, we'll get a new banner put up. Oh, I should be in marketing, but I've got a soul. Right, okay. Well, in which case, Handsome Sam, see you next week for more of the same.
See you next week. I'll see you next week.
Well, that's it. Episode 8 of BSP in the books. We'll see you next time round for episode 9, and we'll probably have a guest.
We will have a guest.
See you later, gang.